Hey, y'all, I wanted to talk about this net neutrality thing that's going on because this is something that is very serious and it's going to affect all of us. If you're watching anything online right now, if you're looking at this video right now, this is something that is going to affect you personally as an individual. And I haven't seen a whole lot of content dealing with this in my social circle. So I want to put something out just to kind of get it on your radar and give you at least one action that you can take to kind of keep things the way they are now. So basically, this net neutrality issue, if you don't know what it is, because net neutrality is sort of an awkward term, and if you see it in a headline and it doesn't communicate well, you'll kind of just tend to gloss over it. And basically, so what it is, net neutrality is the principle that all the traffic on the internet is basically equal, and the network that makes up the internet itself is neutral in relationship to the traffic on it. So that means whether you're a big corporation or just an individual with a small website, your web traffic flow can flow at the same speed. Uh, if you're a big company with more money than God, right now you can't pay to have your traffic on your website uh, move more efficiently than somebody that's just a small startup in their mother's basement. Um, so what's happening right now is cable companies, they want to get in the middle of this and start charging to maintain the efficiency and the speed of websites. So if you have a website that you want to flow at the optimum speed, like what we have now, if you just Google something and go there and it just appears pretty easily, uh, they want you to actually have to pay to 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 have smooth flowing traffic on a website, and that's gonna one it's going to hit you personally in your pockets because the sites that you currently go to, how you could just freely browse on the internet and just go where you want to go. Going forward, once they do away with net neutrality, you're going to have to pay more money to see and go where you want to go on the internet. Uh, there's actually a few images rolling around on the internet that kind of shows some illustrations of how they want to split out certain packages. Like if you want to go to Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, blah blah blah, you pay this much. If you want to go to Google and certain search engines, you have to pay this much. And basically just snowballing the prices and nickel and diming you. So certain things that don't fit with their program, that's just going to be pushed out because you're already going to be paying extra on top of what you already paid just to see the basics. And for just artists and content creators and people that have like an alternative viewpoint, it's going to be a lot more difficult to get those messages out and in front of people because they're using costs as a roadblock to people seeing the information that they have access to now for a lot less money. So to put it in even more simple terms, imagine like if you go outside your house to go drive somewhere, and all of a sudden the contractors that built the roads in your city are now saying, "Oh well, if you want to go to these businesses downtown, it's going to cost you $300." But I got some friends in business over in this neighborhood, so you can drive over there using our roads that we built. You just pay like $5. You can go to these businesses that we like, or you can go to this part of town that we like. But if you want to go over there, you got to pay this. Now the contractor that built the road, all they did is build the road. You can go where you want to go. They can't get in the middle of that and tell you, well, to go to this neighborhood you have to pay this, and to go over here you have to pay that. Like that's crazy. And if you were to come across a law that was actually going to be passed, putting something like that in place, you'd be probably ready to take to the streets and tear some stuff up because that's insane. But that's basically what's happening with the internet right now. Right now, you can get online, you can learn, you can be entertained, you can go into business for yourself, you can do all sorts of things, and it's more of a level playing field than the world has seen in a very very long time. Because right now, basically anybody with a smartphone can put a smartphone out and start a business, and so they're trying to restrict that free access of information, and that's going to be damaging to so many people because there's so many people that you may not have access to like higher education, but you do have access to to articles and information and learning and small online courses on the internet. So it's just sad that a small group of people and companies that are, that already at the end of the day, these individuals are going to be probably well off. But it's sad that they would go to this length just to make just to make more money, that they would cut human progress off to the point where people are not going to be able to access information at the level that we are now, just so they can extort a few more dollars out of you. You know what I'm saying? People are already paying internet bills and paying for services and goods online. You don't need to actually pay another third party that just wants to stand in the middle of you and where you're trying to go on the internet and just basically saying, just give me more money just for being able to use the wires that make up the internet. We haven't been doing that, and the internet's fine. We don't need to start doing it now. So this, like I said, this is something that's going to affect you personally. You watching this video right now, this is going to affect you as an individual. You will have to, when they do away with net neutrality, for you to get online and do what you normally do, you're going to have to pay more. It's going to affect me. Like if you like my music and you like going to my website and being able to support me, if my website's not aligned with this program, it's going to be a lot harder to do that. And it's crazy because it's almost like some not to be too dramatic, but it's almost like some apocalyptic mark of the beast type stuff. Like if your actions and your thoughts aren't aligned with this program, you're going to be messed up in the game. It's going to be a lot harder for you to do business, and you may even be pushed out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because basically, like certain right now, every viewpoint that needs to be represented and wants to be represented can be represented on the internet. It's not impeded by third parties. And when this goes into place, this doing away with net neutrality, is everybody that doesn't want to play ball, they're going to be forced out, or it's going to be a lot harder. And like I said, it's like if you don't take the mark, you're going to be messed up. You ain't going to be able to buy or sell like that kind of stuff, like for real. So if you want to do something about this, there's a website you can go to called battleforthenet.com. You can go there. They have a simple form, like right on the home page. You can just fill in a little bit of information, hit send, and that'll send a letter to your congressman saying that you want them to support net neutrality. The FCC is voting on this thing today, and they are basically in alignment with the cable companies because the chairman of the FCC, Ajit Pai, he's actually, from what I understand, he's come from a cable company background, and he's basically in position at the FCC to represent the interests of the cable companies. So he's going to have the FCC vote toward doing away with net neutrality. Congress can actually intervene in this and keep things the way they are, but they need to hear from us as the people to say, hey, the internet is fine. We don't want them messing with it. We need you to get in there and do something. So you can go to battleforthenet.com, and they already have like a pre-written letter that you can send to your congressman, letting them know that you want them to stand up for net neutrality. So I highly encourage everybody to go and do that, because like I said, if you are seeing this video, you're on the internet, and this is going to affect you as an individual. You're going to get hit in your pockets behind this. So that's all I want to say on that. Just want to get this on you guys' radar. I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, peace, y'all.